So this is Vampyr. I gave it a fair shot over the course of the day, trying to give it a fair shake, and I don't like it, particularly. It's not very fun to play. It's slow, plodding, and dull. The majority of the game is spent talking to people,
Good evening.
so that you can make them better loot pinatas for you. You can look people up, you can see that they've got various things to unlock, and it gives you various dialogue options. So like, for instance, I have to find more things about Mr. Ackroyd. And once you've got all the loot pinata bonuses off of someone, like finding out that someone felt useless as a nurse, they become worth more XP, so you can then try to eat them. And then you get more powerful, so you can go out and engage in terrible combat. But the dialogue is slow and insipid. Nobody seems particularly excited to be doing any of it. You talk to people and then they'll mention something about someone else, and then you have to go and find that other person to be able to then talk to them about the thing you just learned, and you just walk backwards and forwards across the hospital for hours doing side quests and fetch quests and learning about people. And if the characters were more interesting, it would be more interesting, but it's not. And then you do that so that you can eat people because you're a vampire, so that you can then go and fight things. But the combat is like a bad Bloodborne, where you seem to be even more powerful than the last time I went here. Jesus. You can try and stun things, so you can bite them, and get yourself some blood meter, so you can then do some spells, which will then do more damage than your other attacks. But I think this thing's just going to kill me, so it doesn't really matter. Because it's higher level than me, so I can't do anything about it. The game discourages you from exploring because things are higher level than you. And it means it's just a case of plodding around following storyline beats, which involve things like, I'm a doctor, but I'm also a vampire. Oh no. And this is really just the combat, it's just dodge enemy attacks, hit them. And then you get killed by things that are higher level than you, because that's the kind of game it is. And it heavily incentivizes you murdering innocent civilians so you can get more powerful, which you generally want to wait to do until you've done their talking things, and it's just not fun to play. Like, it's methodical. It's certainly a word you could give it, but it's just boring. It could be patched to be better, but honestly I doubt it. It's a neat idea for a game, but it just doesn't work as an execution because it's not fun to play. Like, I have no interest in any of the characters. None of them are particularly interesting. I don't really want to find out why I got turned into a vampire. I just don't care enough. And that's kind of a shame, because, you know, these guys are supposed to be quite good at writing good video game characters, but they might have forgotten to. Oh. Yeah, I'd just say rent it and see if you like it, I guess. It doesn't seem like it'd be hugely long if you power through biting everyone in the face, but it's just not fun. Like, there's a pretty decent sized world map, except that if you're inside the building it's completely worthless because it doesn't tell you anything about anything. And you can't go anywhere because there's high level enemies all over the place that will murder you. So, yeah. So yeah, rent it. See if it's your cup of tea, but it isn't mine.